It's a little bit of coconut oil. Phenomenal morning. That echo was quite atrocious. All right. It is presently January 31st, 2023. It's 7:06 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Beautiful morning. Beautiful morning. Beautiful morning. We are listening to the Duduk meditation from the Buddha's Lounge YouTube channel. And this is like my favorite meditation right now. So before I turn the camera on, I was replaying our HERStory newsletter 5 from this week. It's called Return to Sender, in which we did an alignment session / meditation, listening to the audio book for the Hermetica, the first 3 chapters. And, I've listened to it probably about, 3 to 4 times thus far this week. And every time I listen, I pick up something new. I get a deeper understanding. And it makes me reflect, you know, on my life thus far and how, I can see what they're talking about in the book and my actual life experiences. So, with that being said, let's go Eagles to the championship. I mean, what is it called? The Super Bowl. Yeah, as you can see, I'm not that into football, but, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania is, a beautiful city, also known as the city of brotherly love. I'm a woman, but I have a lot of brothers, and, got nothing but love for my brothers, especially in the city of brotherly love. With that being said, we're going to go ahead and quickly get into this energy reading. If you missed yesterday's broadcast, I recommend going back and checking it out. It's available on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter. Um, our main YouTube page is presently still down. We're still on punishment. Got 8 more days of, you know, not being able to do anything with that account, which is fine because, of course, we have plenty of work that we could do elsewhere. I was in the car with my mom one day and we was listening to the song and the guy was like, "One monkey don't stop no show." Something like that. I was like, it was annoying, but I felt what he was saying. Not one monkey don't stop no show. YouTube. I'm really appreciating and loving the upgrades and the evolution of on the Patron app for sure. For sure. I'm really grateful that I invested time and energy into putting my intellectual property, my creative energy into that platform for sure. All right. This morning we are going to use our Rider Waite Tarot deck. Um, the last thing I watched before going to bed last night was, what did I watch? Oh yeah, Mr. Shabazz the OG. He blessed us with his presence, with the live. It was actually 3 part. I kind of dozed off on the last one. I was tired, long day yesterday, but nonetheless, I watched it this morning, finished watching it, and he had a couple police officers or former police officers, you know, on his broadcast, on his live. The reception, I don't not the reception, the quality of the I felt like there was some type of interruption in the feed, like it was just breaking up, staticky. It was a mess. I don't think it was from the user's ends. I think it was actually Instagram behind the scenes fucking around. But nonetheless, they got the message out, and I appreciated the collaboration, the communication, the clear communication. You know, going a little deeper when they needed to. You know, to make their points on both sides. So that was phenomenal to see. Um, and it's a conversation starter. You know, maybe we can get those conversations at the tables, and legislation, and where it needs to be had, with some new leaders on the table, at the table, that got a little bit more experience on the ground and that type of stuff from my perspective. This is another mentally elevated morning experience like DJ Khaled, another one. This is episode 22. And we are starting out with the tarot today. All right. But yeah, I'm 100% in agreement with those gentlemen, and talking about the 5 officers who brutally beat that young man. I've been kind of quiet because that shit really pissed me off. I didn't even have to watch the details, just hearing enough of what happened, you know. If I had a big backyard and 10 crocodiles in my big backyard, I would feed my crocodiles those 5 officers and people like them. That's just if I had a big backyard with 10 crocodiles and I needed to feed them something. Why not feed them stuff like that? The sun, the empress, the 8 of Swords, the 10 of Swords, and the Queen of Swords. This message is going hard body already. Move this Hidden Truth Oracle deck over here out the way momentarily. The 4 of Cups, the Page of Wands, the 8 of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, and the World. All right, with the 8 of Cups on the bottom of the deck. All right, all right, all right. So some truth and clarity around the divine feminine who has been protected, who has been veiled, who has been hidden for obvious reasons. You know, if you know, you know. So we have the 8 of Swords with the 10 of Swords. This is someone who has most definitely had their share of um, intuition development or intuitive developmental experiences. Experiences that have most definitely um, provided them self-awareness, self-confidence, discernment, determination, Mental strength for sure. Um, this person may have the ability to communicate telepathically. Hell, they might be able to teleport with the Queen of Swords here. If you know, you know. Especially sitting on top of the world. They are very gifted, you know. Um, their hard work has been seen by the Creator, the Source, the Most High, the Divine Ra, that sees and knows all, that sees, you know, the sacrifices that you make with the Four of Cups, not accepting everything that is presented to you, knowing how to say no and meaning it when you say it so that you don't have to keep repeating yourself. That's something that is actually a skill that anyone that has a desire to be a leader or be in leadership positions, you must definitely need to know how to make your no's mean no, your yeses mean yes. And for you to be able to communicate and articulate that clearly and effectively to those who you need to communicate that with. Because those who are looking to be guided and led by you need that from you. Now, the message here also with the Ace of Pentacles in the world is don't make the unfortunate mistake of expecting your gifts, your reciprocity to come from those who you pour into. That's God's job. You just need to keep working and understand that you are protected. 144,000. I wish things could be different. My life is not as together as it seems. I remember every detail of that day. All right, so I'm picking up trauma energy here. Um, whether someone is replaying a tragic event, a tragic life-changing event with I remember every detail of that day with the Ten of Swords. Someone may have experienced some type of memory loss and they're regaining that. That is something that can be done for anyone who um, might have like experienced any type of head trauma and had either temporary or long-term memory loss. Our good friend Jim Quick, you know, he wrote a book called Limitless. Um, a very, very strong-minded teacher of the mind, the brain, for sure. I don't want to go too deep into his story right now, but if you check out the Empress Black Network under Dad Hats, Fitted Caps, and Snapbacks, I have most definitely shared a great deal of his content there that has most definitely inspired me enough to incorporated in that category. So that can be found under our network um, at empressblack.com or in the remote um, at marissablack.com. Back to this. Recovering memory, Alzheimer's is coming to mind, dementia, with the Queen of Swords. My grandmother was a Gemini Queen of Swords for sure, and she did experience dementia into her leaving, the physical plane. And, that was a very difficult, experience for our family to deal with, as I'm assuming it is for any family that's dealing with it, but it is a common thing. Memory loss is nothing fun to deal with. So one thing I remember, my grandfather used to collect magazines. He used to read a lot and do crossword puzzles and brain exercises type of activities. And that was something that he did to keep his brain healthy and sharp and focused into his older age. So I've been inspired over the years to do a little bit of mind and brain research of my own. I've actually purchased a few texts that were recommended from different master teachers and so forth that I've studied. But within those texts, you've had different case studies and different perspectives from different medical professionals of different degrees who have studied as well and shared their conclusions there. So, with that, you know, some of these things that we have grown to accept as old age and aging are actually things that can be prevented and can also be reversed when we have access to the right information, resources, tools, and honest people, medical professionals with integrity, that are aware and sharing that. That came from somewhere, where people are regaining their memory around experiences that changed their lives. Um, and from having a similar situation from an auto collision or auto accident, um, the gift, the reward in that is regaining, that lost part of you more than it is, you know, a check, although the check would help. All right, so my life is not as together as it seems. In this energy, I'm feeling like this is someone who is finding their own balance, who is regaining their balance through work, through doing the inner work as well as working in their craft, whatever it is that they do. Their studies, personal development is here for sure. All of that helps one to increase their personal resilience, self confidence, and your intuition for sure, inner and outer strength. And I wish things could be different. Um, Erica Badu's song, what's the title of that song? Lord, that's my song too. I don't want to sing because I can't sing. Next lifetime. There we go. I wish things could be different. That's the energy I'm getting here with the Empress and the Sun. Someone is moving forward to, their new season with the people and person they're supposed to do that with. For sure. That's what I'm getting here. Also, when it comes to um, what I was talking about as far as mental health, brain health, mind health, um, what you do as far as activities and training your mind help, but also what you eat, you know, um, bell peppers, I know is one thing that helps. Um, what I call bird food, like cashews, walnuts, um, sunflower seeds, what else? Almonds, stuff like that is most definitely good. Brain health food. Also, rest, sleep is phenomenal for the brain, for sure. Less sugar, um, and more water. All right. I know what I be talking about. Exercise to increase your energy and manifestation abilities. The key to manifesting quickly is to have very high energy levels, and the easiest way to increase them is through physical exercise. Choose a fun and meaningful activity so that you'll look forward to exercising and it becomes its own reward. All right. I don't feel the need to go any deeper than that. I feel like that was pretty straight to the point. Self love, self respect, gaining more self confidence, all of that includes taking time to take care of your temple, mind, your mental health, body, your physical health, soul, your spiritual health and well being. And when you do all that, you're pleasing the Creator, the Most High God, the Source, the all knowing and seeing that sees what you're doing when the humans aren't around you to see what you're doing, and gifts you and rewards you according to that when you trust and believe in that, but also do the work. All right. Peace and love. Till next time.